Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get into it. I wanted to get into this for some time. The Dwyane Wade Gabrielle union trending, going viral because Dwyane Wade said he does not lead his household. Let's get into this.
In relationships, we come in and we try to change people. We try to change them to the way that we want them to be. But I decided to start taking a different approach, in this relationship. I think early on I came in like, hey, you get 2 drink max, bop, 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 bop. And she didn't respond well to that.
No, I did not.
Yeah. It was reasons for that too. Let me say that.
I have a good time.
Life of the party right here.
It's not the man leads and the woman follows. That's not what we live in this house, at all. So for me, I have a wife that works not just as hard, harder than I. And she had her own career. She had her own life before I came along. So from my perspective, it was like, okay, how can I be a part of the growth and the evolution of who she is, and not trying to change her or stunt her growth or make her in the way that I see.
Okay, there's a lot here. I would just like to say that you hear most of these speeches from the dudes that got caught cheating and their wife has them by the balls, and everything they have to say is straight by. Like, okay, so when you look at Gabrielle Union, the way she was looking at Dwyane Wade, so tense, looking at him, focused, making sure he says everything right. And as soon as he got through his speech saying everything right, she softened up, lightened up, started smiling. It's like, yo, he was stuck. He had to stay by script. He had to stick to the script of what the hell they spoke about earlier, and he had to stay on cue and be on point for everything he had to say. Because there's a thing about dating actresses, actors. Joe Rogan talks about it all the time, says they're the fakest people on the planet. I'm not going to apply that to Gabrielle Union when it comes to actors, actresses, when it comes to dating them. They always put that stigma on them. Not going to apply that here, but there is something that you cannot escape while dating an actor or an actress. Is the fact that they are pretty much a soft porn star, as in their body is being rented out as a vessel or a avatar for the art in the production. As in, your girl may have a kissing scene, may have a sex scene, may have a scene where she's being rubbed up on, and you have to be okay with that. And most men aren't going to be okay with that, but there is a lot of men, and even rich men, a high value men of Dwyane Wade status, that are willing to deal with that. Carmelo Anthony had Lala Anthony. She was an actress. She was she had sex scenes with Tommy in Power. People are like, the way girls try to defend it, they're like, oh well, it's there's no intent behind it. It's just acting. It's just a role. Blah blah blah. The main fact is they're still touching. They're still kissing. They're still doing the act. The act is still taking place, whether they're into it or not. Porn stars can have a scene. They may not be into it, but they're still fucking. So intention, feelings, all that shit really is irrelevant. It's really about the actual position you have to be in. So he can't be in a controlling role. He can't set the pace. He can't tell her what to do. He can't have any type of control over what she does being with her. And that's probably the role he's accepted, being with Gabrielle Union, and that's probably how it works for the relationship. I don't think he can be any other type of way and this relationship work with her for what she's trying to do and who she's trying to be. This is why, and people like to say this is a bad display. Dwyane Wade shouldn't be putting this out there. This is a bad look. People are going to follow this. Nobody's going to follow this. Nobody's in the position to follow this. Well, directly. Of course, there's going to be their parallels, like the boss babe parallels, where the boss babe does what she wants. Is she an actor or an actress? If you deal with this on a regular, say if you scale this down to the average people, where this is a high earning girl and you can't tell her what to do. There's no control in the relationship. There's not even control. Control is a bad word. You can't set parameters, barriers, structures, principles for the relationship to be successful. You can't lead as a man. You can't lead your household. It's going to be bad. It's going to turn, everybody's going to do what they want to do. Your kids are going to be doing what they want to do, leading themselves, making adult decisions when they're minors. I'm not going to get into the specifics of what I'm talking about, but we all know what I'm talking about. This is the type of shit that happens. So it's great that they have it on display to see. This is what happens. You could sign up for this if you want to, but nope.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me,
Not
though.
me. Yikes. And when people talk about people discussing Dwyane Wade's family, his relationship, his children, whatever, obviously, if you're not famous or if you're not a public figure, then you shouldn't be spoken about. But once you, as a public figure, put it out there on a public platform for people to speak about, people will speak about it. They will speak about it. We've seen Boozy. We've seen a bunch of people comment on this. It is what it is. You put it out there for public consumption. Everybody's speaking about it. Everybody. I shouldn't have singled out Boozy, but everybody's speaking about it.